Yes. So you have heard the stories of 4 extraordinary women and 4 extraordinary journeys. All of us have gone through the similar kind of experiences. What I would like all of us to do is do this. This is embrace equity. So all of us, let's strive to create a nurturing environment for women. Women for women and men for men, and men for women and women for men as well. So it's all together. So we have to do in this together. So I'd like to thank all the illustrious panelists who have spared valuable time to be here with us today. And thank you so much to Geeta and Anandita for a wonderful, this wonderful summit. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much to our moderator and panelists. Can we request you to please stay back? And Geeta ma'am, two questions. Yeah, can we take about 2 questions? Would that be okay? So if there are any questions, please raise your hand. Yes, can we please pass on the mic? There's a lady here and then there's, maybe I see a raise of hands there as well. Yes.
Good afternoon everyone. Myself V. Saujanya. I'm from Sindhu College. I want to ask one question. Each of the stories is very inspiring. If a woman wants to enter a challenging field, the first question we will hear, you're a girl and it's not safe for you. The world outside is not safe for you. Why we have to always hear that? Even if we make ourselves brave enough that we want to try, and if we agree our parents, the other people will come. Oh my God, look, she's a woman and she's doing that. Wow. Why we want to do that? The differentiation is why. We have got a chance. Not the success will come in the first time. Someone will fail the failure. But being a woman, if I am asking my parents to please help me in this, and they are giving support, and I go and try it. If I fail in the first attempt, done. You given your try and done. Now come back and do what we said to you. Why we have to do that? Can I help me?
Who will answer this question? Okay, thank you for the question. Very validly thought about and expressed. See, failures are bound to happen. I took 25 years to be sitting here in front of you. It's been a long journey and very adventurous journey too. Every time you fail, remember one thing. You can convince people. You don't have, especially you have to convince only your parents. You don't have to convince all the people around you. People around you will talk. Good people will talk. Bad people will talk more. So as I said, if you believe in yourself and if you have it in you, then I think nothing is impossible. Like you say, eat cricket, sleep cricket, drink cricket. Live your passion. Do what you want. And then see who stops you.
Thank you.
Let it not become an excuse that yes, something will stop me. What will people say? This is the biggest failure for most women I have seen. Log kya bolenge? What will people say? But let me tell you, people will not come in your lower times, when you're down and fallen. They only know to talk, but you know where to walk. So you can walk your journey, you can walk your dream.
Thank
Do
you.
it.
Yes, people will say, even if we success also, they will also come and say that she's a woman. If she's in some good position, they will also say, they will judge in that place also. She's a woman, that's right. It will be in good way and it will be in bad way, but it's in how we are taking it.
See, if you have the courage to go out and work, you should not bother about what people say. So you can either work or bother about what people say. If you read the inspirational stories of Kiran Majumdar-Shaw, she started her biopharmaceutical company from a garage. She didn't get funding because of her youth and gender. She fought on and today she's the biggest company. Had she thought at that time that what are people saying and they're talking, I'm so beautiful, I'm so young, and that's why I can't lead the company, she wouldn't have been where she is. Same with Indra Nooyi. You read about all the inspirational women. They have gone through the same challenges. So if you want to do it, you have to stop thinking about what others say. Focus on your work.
Also, you're so fortunate to be in Hyderabad. It's one of the safest cities in the country. So I think it's thanks to all the, the big cops sitting here that we are in a safe zone. So you don't have to worry about security at least. That's least of your concern. Second, all of us sitting here have failed in some way or the other. We have never let our failures deter us. You have to be determined to move forward no matter what failures you see. And remember that when you fail, it's only the idea that has failed, not you. You can still work hard and ensure that you see success and see yourself where you want to. Just grit, determination and persistence. That's all you require. And all the very best. I'm sure you'll do something.
Hi, just one question to the panelists. While we talk about the challenges of the gender, I also know as a woman entrepreneur, there are lot many privileges that I get as an entrepreneur, and I want you to share any such privileges which you have had in your journey which will inspire many young minds sitting there.
Should I take that? Yeah, so I'm also a representative of Ficky Ladies Organization, which is an organization which works towards empowering women and build entrepreneurs. So for the first time, we got into a sector which was the manufacturing sector. We went to the government and we said, look, you don't have too many women in the manufacturing sector. And here we promised to get you women in the manufacturing sector. And we want to do the first park, which is 100% women-owned park in the country. So we actually launched, in collaboration with Government of Telangana and TSIC, we launched the first fully 100% women-owned park. And the Government of Telangana came forward and gave us a 50% subsidy for the price, of the land. Apart from that, they set up a counter which was a single window for all clearances. And in fact, I remember Mr. KTR Garu, he actually addressed us and he said, if you've applied for a permission and on the 11th day you don't hear from us, deem it as granted. So that's the kind of a state that we are in. That's the kind of, benefits that we get. We've asked them so many things. They laid out the roads for us free of cost. They've laid out everything was given, to us on a platter. So I think a lot of other organizations have also got benefited. I think COVI has been one of them. I think ALEAP has been one of them. So I think it just you need to know that you approach the government with a valid, a proposal, and the proposal will most often be, okayed by the government.
Yeah, and Josna being my predecessor as the president of Confederation of Women Entrepreneurs, and myself being the current president, yes, as a woman, there are a lot many privileges we are getting from the current government in the form of schemes, a lot of proactive schemes that are coming up. We, for one, as Ajita said, we also had got a automotive park. We were about 33 of our entrepreneurs could set up their industries. We are also, like, from a woman's perspective in Kuwait, Telangana, we are reaching out to more women. We are encouraging them to take up entrepreneurship. We are trying to encourage women to scale their businesses. We are trying to reach out to rural women to set up their own units. So I think for me, coming from the perspective of a president, I have the privilege of course, being a woman. And this is something like a give back for me. Apart from, I think I feel very privileged to be in this leadership role, because if you give a fish to a person, they live only a day. But if you teach them how to fish, I think that takes them a long, long way to go. And educating and encouraging a woman not only builds the nation, but it also builds healthy families, healthy youth, who are the maximum percentage of our country's demographics today. So I think as women, we are really privileged to be a part of this progress. And with all these encouragement and summits like this, when we hear our co-women, scaling greater heights, breaking all the barriers that are around them, I think we get more inspired each day. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much. We'll take any more questions later. I'm so sorry, ma'am. We are behind schedule. I really apologize. May I invite Chaitanya sir and Anand sir once again, and I also request Geeta ma'am to join Chaitanya sir and Anand sir to felicitate our moderator and panelists for another enriching session that we had. And we're so glad that the entire flow was maintained from the first, the second and third stories, which appear to be very colorful but have a lot of struggle and depth in them. So our deep gratitude to all the panelists for sharing their stories with us. Can we have a huge applause for them, ladies and gentlemen? to our moderator. Thank you very much to all of you for sharing your stories with us. Can we request a quick group picture? And following that, we'll move on to our final leg of the day, where we have a fireside chat with an extremely talented actress. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for doing the honors. Okay, so first up, we are going to have a fireside chat with a very, very talented actress. And for this fireside chat, I would like you to join me in welcoming on stage first our moderator. We know her as Radio Mirchi Morning Joke, RJ Bhargavi. She is an anchor, she is a motivational coach, she's a fitness enthusiast, so she joins us here. Let's have a huge round of applause for her, ladies and gentlemen. Come on, we can do better. Thank you, Bhargavi, for joining us and being the moderator. And without further ado, we've been calling out her name since we started this event in the morning. We know her as Chitti from Jati Ratnadu. Can this ring a bell? Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming on stage the extremely talented, passionate about dancing. Let's give it up for our very own Hyderabadi, Faria Abdullah. Thank you, Faria. Thank you, Bhargavi, for agreeing to be in this fireside chat, this open-hearted conversation. And now I hand it over to you. Check.
Thank you, Shilpa. Thank you very much. Good evening, everybody. ఎలా ఉన్నారు? అంత సైలెంట్గా ఉంటే ఎలా? చిట్టి ఇక్కడ కదా. సో మనం ఫైర్ సైడ్ చాట్, మనమే ఫైర్. సో ఐ బిలాంగ్ టు ద హాటెస్ట్ రేడియో స్టేషన్, రేడియో మిర్చి. ఐఎమ్ ఆర్జే భార్గవి. థ్యాంక్ యూ సో మచ్ ఫర్ ఇన్వైటింగ్ మీ, గీతా మ్యామ్, అండ్ వెల్కమ్ ఫారియా. సో గుడ్ టు సీ యూ. గుడ్ టు సీ యూ టూ. మన జాతి రత్నం అని చెప్పాలి, మన హైదరాబాదీ, మన స్టార్, మన యంగ్, మన వైబ్రెంట్, సూపర్ డాన్సర్. సో హైదరాబాదీ అంటే ఇలా ఉండాలి అని చూపించే మన ఫారియాకి మనందరం గట్టిగా చెప్పట్లు. మనకి ఇన్స్పిరేషన్ ఎక్కడి నుంచో రాదు. మన అమ్మ, మన అమ్మమ్మ వాళ్ళని చూస్తే కొన్ని తరాలు వాళ్ళే మేనేజ్ చేసేవారు. మన బాహుబలిలో చూసాం, తన మాటే శాసనం. ఎవరది? శివగామి. అలా ఉండేవి మన కుటుంబాలు. సో అక్కడి నుంచి మనకు వచ్చింది ఈ స్ట్రెంగ్త్. దట్స్ వాట్ from that school I belong to. My mother, my grandmother were the huge pillars for me. Faria, movie industry anagane Mahesh Babu, Prabhas, Allu Arjun, Pavan Kalyan, Chiranjeevi garu andaru kanipistaru. Oka podugaina heroine ochinde anukunnaru andaru. What was your reaction?
First of all, andariki namaskaram. చాలా హ్యాపీ ఫీల్ అవుతున్నాను ఇక్కడ మీరు పిలిచారు. సో బ్యూటిఫుల్గా యూ హ్యావ్ కాల్డ్ మీ అమంగ్ సచ్ బ్యూటిఫుల్ గెస్ట్స్ అండ్ బ్యూటిఫుల్ ఆడియన్స్. హలో ఎవ్రీబడి. రియలీ నైస్ టు బీ హియర్ ప్రెజెంట్ విత్ యూ. You started off with talking about Bamma, Amma, Mama, and I think our household plays the most amount of influence on our growth. నేను పుట్టిన పెరిగిన ఇక్కడే హైదరాబాద్లోనే. అండ్ ఐ థింక్ ద నిజాం కల్చర్, ద తెలుగు రాయల్ కల్చర్ ఈజ్ విత్ ఇన్ మీ అండ్ ఐఎమ్ ప్రౌడ్ ఆఫ్ ఇట్. అండ్ డెఫినెట్లీ ఇట్ వాజ్, నేను ముంబైకి వెళ్తే లేకపోతే ఢిల్లీకి వెళ్తే నాకు డిఫరెన్స్ కనిపిస్తుంది. యూనో హైదరాబాద్లో కొంచెం ఇంకా వీఆర్ స్టిల్, in terms of women, we are still very conservative, very protective. We're protective about our women, and I think Telangana, Andhra, we are very proud of our women. Talli and goddess and Amma, we put them on this pedestal, which is amazing. We also do this to our heroines. Do you realize that? And I think I am the most grateful person. తెలుగు ఇండస్ట్రీలో వచ్చినా నేను ఇవన్నీ చూసినా నా మైండ్ బ్లో అయింది. ఆనెస్ట్గా చెప్తున్నా, ఐ థింక్ ద వే వీ ట్రీట్ అవర్ హీరోయిన్స్ ఈజ్ నెక్స్ట్ లెవెల్. ఇట్ ఈస్ అమేజింగ్ టు సీ ద రెస్పెక్ట్ అండ్ ద impact that we have on each other as audience and as artists.
Amazing. So that's a very good positive sign of our industry. As the panel, we just had a discussion. There's no industry, there's no profession where women aren't there. So it's a very, very positive sign that girls are also most welcome for movie industry, right? Red carpet pesi mari welcome chesaru. That was a fantastic reaction, what we came to know, and thanks for that journey also. So, I want to share a small story. I met a lady at T-Hub. The picture was, she was bright, smiling, taking an award from KTR sir. So, when I spoke to her, I came to know her turnover of the company is 2 crores now. She does Murukulu. And she is appointed 50 women in her organization. Cut cheste, she was a domestic violence victim. మనం ఎప్పుడు ప్రతి కథని ఒక విక్టిమ్ యాంగిల్లో చెప్తూ ఉంటాం, విక్టోరియస్ స్టోరీ చెప్పం. హ్యావ్ యూ ఎవర్ కమ్ అక్రాస్ సంథింగ్ లైక్ దట్ ఇన్ యువర్ లైఫ్? ఒక విక్టిమ్ అండ్ ఒక విక్టోరియస్ స్టోరీ.
నేను ఒక యాక్టర్ కాబట్టి నాకు ఒక మాట అర్థమైంది. మొత్తానికి we are constantly playing characters in our lives, different kinds of characters. Sometimes our characters go on for lifetimes, sometimes they change every month, sometimes they change according to the stories. So ఆ స్టోరీ మీద మీరు ఏం క్యారెక్టర్ ప్లే చేస్తున్నారు డిపెండ్స్ ఆన్ యూ. ఎందుకంటే మీరే డైరెక్టర్, మీరే కథ రాస్తున్నారు, అండ్ అఫ్ కోర్స్ ఇట్స్ లాట్ ఆఫ్ డిఫరెంట్ aspects are involved, lot of different people are involved which you have no control over. I'm not saying that you are responsible for what is happening all the time, but the way you react, the way you respond is very personal to the character you are playing. So if in our mental space somewhere we have put on a character, a victim character, like a weak character, that character we are playing without even knowing, unconsciously. So the only way we can save ourselves from becoming part of such stories is becoming aware of our emotions, our thoughts, our vibrations, what we are putting out in the world. What are we attracting? Who are we interacting with? Why are we doing what we are doing? I know it's a very later layer to come to. ఎందుకంటే ఫస్ట్ ఆకలి, ఎడ్యుకేషన్, సేఫ్టీ ఇవన్నీ ఉంటాయి. Only after all of this you can really think, okay, my emotional, mental being is not great. First we have to think of the primary things, and of course that's understandable. And there are a lot of people who are supporting girls and women and people from not such great social backgrounds to look after these things. But I think these are as important as this in today's day and age, where everything is a constant stimulation. We are constantly being induced with information around us, and we are in a position where we don't know what to believe, what not to believe, who we are. We're constantly questioning all of these things. And I think more girls need to be made aware of that it starts from here. And here.
Absolutely. Mind-soul connection. Amazing. So when you said that what to believe, what not to believe, I must mention about the social media. What we are following. Chala matku 90% మన లైఫ్ మనం ఏం చూస్తున్నామో అది నమ్ముతున్నాం. సో కమింగ్ టు టుడేస్ మన స్త్రీ సమ్మిట్లో రెస్పెక్ట్, ఎంపవర్మెంట్ అండ్ ఈక్వాలిటీ. హౌ డూ యూ సీ దిస్? ఇస్ ద సోషల్ మీడియా ఇన్ఫ్లుయెన్సింగ్ అస్ ఆర్ దట్ హ్యాస్ టు బిగిన్ ఫ్రమ్ ద హోమ్ అంటారు కదా? So how was your childhood and how do you see now the impact?
Too many things you asked at once. కొంచెం కన్ఫ్యూజ్ అవుతున్నా.
రెస్పెక్ట్ విషయంలో see you hail from a Orthodox family?
లేదండి, చాలా చాలా ఫ్రీ మైండెడ్ ఫ్యామిలీ నాది. థ్యాంక్ఫుల్లీ ఐఎమ్ లక్కీ ఇన్ దట్ సెన్స్. మై పేరెంట్స్ హ్యావ్ బిన్ వెరీ సపోర్టివ్. నువ్వు ఏం చేస్తావు, నువ్వు చెప్పు, నువ్వు చేయి, నువ్వు ప్యాషనెట్గా చేయి. అండ్ దే హ్యావ్ బిన్ బిహైండ్ మీ లైక్ అ రాక్, లైక్ అ పిల్లర్. Very, very grateful for that. And I know not everybody is blessed with something like that. They've brought me up in an environment where they have taught me to respect religion, social boundaries, genders, let alone male, female. Think about trans. Tomorrow June will come, then we'll remember, oh, trans is also there, you know. But it needs to be addressed that it's not just male, female. There's also so many other boundaries that we are breaking in today's age. So I think the first thing that I have learned is to understand humans as humans first, leaving gender aside. The minute we do that, we let go of so many unnecessary things and baggage that comes with all of these words and terms, right? The minute we simplify it, okay, oka human ni oka human laga chudali. And how do we do that? It depends on how honest you can be with yourself and how much honesty you can see in the other person. And yeah, I know it's a process. I'm learning, we're all learning slowly. And I think the only way, as of now in my career, since beginning stage lo unnan kabatti, nenu inka mass support start cheyale. And ఇంకా టైం ఉంది దానిలో. సో ఐ థింక్ ద ఓన్లీ వే ఐ కెన్ డూ మై పార్ట్, ప్లే మై పార్ట్ ఇన్ బీయింగ్ హెల్ప్ఫుల్ ఆర్ సపోర్టివ్ టు అదర్ పీపుల్, టు అదర్ గర్ల్స్ అరౌండ్ మీ, is when I meet them personally. I can show them that I'm honest, I'm transparent, you can be like this. You can trust people around you. You give that trust, you'll receive that trust. You give honesty, you'll receive honesty. And yeah, I think I've been able to do that as much as I can in my small bit.
Absolutely. People really look up to you. I'll tell you why. When somebody like you, a Hyderabadi, could do it, because that is entertainment, movie industry is the biggest platform. So people aspire because they don't know how to enter, how to make a mark from themselves. So you are really inspiring many girls across. So coming to respect, equality and empowerment, what is your message to the young girls across?
I might get some raised eyebrows, but I genuinely believe women and men are not equal. Women and men are not equal. They are different breed, different category, Mars, Venus, different planets. So ఒకవేళ మీరు హిస్టరీ నుంచి మీరు చూస్తూనే ఉంటారు హౌ మెన్ హ్యావ్ బిన్ లీడింగ్, how they have been growing, how they have been pushing boundaries. Because of the patterns we have been seeing in the past, we think that is the only way to do it. But that's not true. Just because many women haven't showed us different paths of doing their own thing, doesn't mean we can't carve our own paths. It is important to understand the strengths of a woman, of what feminine energy in its truest form is. I know these are difficult terms and it's very new to comprehend in the beginning, but masculine energy and feminine energy has nothing to do with male, female. It can come in a male's body as feminine energy, it can come in a female's body as masculine energy. What we need to understand is how to balance our masculine and feminine energy. Energies have different characteristics. Like feminine energy is nurturing, it's sensitive, it's communicative, it's more creative, it's more out there. There's attraction and beauty and all of that. Of course, you can't expect that from masculine energy. Masculine energy is more grounded, it's more there, it's present, it's fierce. It doesn't mean that a woman cannot have masculine energy. It is very, very attractive to see that in a woman as well. But the balance is what we need to seek for, and that is the equality that we need to seek for.
Awesome. Very, very, very well put. So balance is the key, right? Amazing. So who has really inspired you in your family? Who was that one powerful woman?
My mom. It has to be my mom. All of this that I'm speaking, it comes through her. She's a channel for me. She's into healing and therapy, and for the past 10 years, as she has been growing in her life, me and my sister, we are growing with her. And the way she empowers us kids, it is a magnificent vision to see. Sometimes we are in awe of her in terms of how she can compartmentalize being a mother, an entrepreneur, a therapist, a manager, so many different things. And especially because as I entered the public world, she became even more protective and so very, I saw a different personality in her, you know. And I think she's done a good job with me.
That's what we're seeing. And your web series is also coming up, new one.
Yes.
Amazing. Good luck for that.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Any questions, guys? Please. Mic pass chera.
Hello, ma'am.
Hello.
I'm Sumedha. I want to ask, in movies, they show a woman as some ideal woman, like the shape, the size, the color, and her background too. So the long hair also. So this type of idealizing women and stereotyping women is not good for women, right? So how do you think we can break these stereotypes in movies? And how, as an actor, will you take steps to de-stereotype the traditional actress? Thank you.
Thank you. That's a really beautiful question. ఒక్కతే మీరు ఏం చేయలేకపోతారు. You cannot do everything alone. Everybody can do one thing together, or like everybody can do something together. But one person can only do so much. Okay? Now, keeping this part in mind, personally, I can work on myself, on how not to put labels on myself, that you have to be the ideal actress figure, ideal actress hair, ideal actress makeup, Botox, anything. Age-wise, after 30, you cannot work as an actress. It is my personal responsibility to work on these things and tell myself, okay, these are not rules that you have set for yourself. Come on, let go of it. You have to work on yourself the way you want to work. This is what I can do personally. But as an actress, it is still my job to play a character that has been written for me. I'm getting paid for it. I'm getting love for it. People want to see that. So I cannot change that before it's time. Only when the time will come for actresses to be seen as short-haired, maybe curvy, maybe masculine, maybe something else. Only when the time comes to be shown like that on screen is when they can be shown like that on screen. Until then, it will just be called an art film and nobody will watch it. So, if you want to play the game, you have to play the game with its own rules. Otherwise, don't play the game. It's fine. It's completely okay. You can create your own game, call 5 more other people, play with them. If that's what gives you satisfaction, you can totally do that. And there's nothing wrong in that. There's no shame in that. But we can't sit here and judge and shame an industry that has been working for years and has so much experience and so much culture and history for what it is right now. It is beautiful the way it is.
And moreover, I think they are breaking stereotypes. Heroines are no more, you know, to look on the camera. We see a lot of series, we see new movies where heroines are also portrayed for their talent and their subject content. And as our previous discussion said, you should carve a niche for yourself, right? That is the mark. And movies, everything comes to you. You don't have to go somewhere. Anybody else, guys?
Yes, hi Faria. Hello. So you are a fabulous dancer. Everybody knows that. And the best part about her, since I follow her, she's so expressive and she dances from her soul. And when I see her dancing, the best part about her is she can express from her eyes and through her hands. I've seen so many of her videos where she expresses through her hands. So a small request, if you can express something through your gestures, your mudras and hands, for all the three present here, for all the women here, if you can say it without talking, without your beautiful hand gesture, it will be lovely to see that.
That's so beautiful. I would love to do something like that. Okay. If I may ask you all for a minute to just sit up straight and breathe in and breathe out with me. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Breathe in. Can you just hold this for me? No, you don't have to do it with me. Thank you so much.
Abhinayam. A huge round of applause, guys. Wonderful.
I wish there was music. I wish I could perform for you, but next time.
I know. For what? Which song? Jati Ratnal.
No. Let's move on from there.
Yes. Any more? Couple of questions? Last two?
Hi, my name is Neelam. So, the question that I want to ask is basically there are a lot of younger women, right, who face a lot of failures in their life. And sometimes when they fail, they feel that there is no future for them. So, any one message that you want to probably give in terms of whatever you have faced in your life and how you have overcome and obviously have tasted the success. So, probably just one message which can be more encouraging for our younger women.
That's our time. The definition of success is not same for everybody. I think we have to go back to understanding what it means to us and then understanding why failure is hurting so much. And then understanding what we've gained from that failure so that we can use it to get closer to our success. It's easy to say, much easier to say, and difficult to implement, because I myself have seen failures. The first time I had a flop film, I didn't want to move out of my room. I didn't want to get out of my room. But the funny part was the day that film released, the next day I was already away shooting for something else in another city for 3 months. I was gone. Now, I don't know if that's something that I should be grateful about or something that I should sit and cry about, that I can't even get time to like cry about my failure. I'm working, oh, what a sad moment. So I think perspectives need to be shifted around failure, because it's a lot of taboo, especially for women, because women have such high standards, na? We're always like, our moms, our the important, influential women are in our lives, we hold them to such high standards that if they make a mistake, we are upset with them. We are angry with them that how could you make a mistake? You are the highest person in my life. But sometimes we have to understand that everyone's just human. We're all trying to figure it out. Nobody has a blueprint from God saying, okay, this is what you're supposed to do when you go to earth, okay? So nobody knows what we're doing. We're all your parents, all your friends, everyone is fluking it. They are all taking a guess at what is right and what is wrong. Just by looking at history, by looking at what has worked, what has not worked. Sometimes you have to question it all, that's all.
Thank you. That's important piece
Exactly.
of perspective that you have.
సో ఒకసారి టు ఆన్సర్ దాట్ బ్రహ్మానందం గారు అన్నారు, నేను ఇంట్లో కూర్చుని మా ఆవిడ చేసిన పకోడీలు తింటే అది నాకు సక్సెస్ అని. మన పుష్పరాజ్ అన్నాడు, ఈ కాలు మీద ఈ కాలు వేసుకుని కూర్చున్నా, అది సక్సెస్ తనకి. సో సక్సెస్ డెఫినేషన్ ఒక్కొక్కళ్ళకి ఒక్కొక్కలా ఉంటుంది కదా. సో దట్ వాస్ వండర్ఫుల్ చాటింగ్ విత్ యూ ఫారియా. విషింగ్ యూ ఆల్ ది బెస్ట్.
Thank you so much.
థ్యాంక్ యూ గైస్, థ్యాంక్ యూ సో మచ్. ఆల్ ది బెస్ట్. లెట్స్ ఎంబ్రేస్ ourselves. థ్యాంక్ యూ.
Thank you, Bhargavi. Thank you, Farya. Please stay back here for a couple of moments. May I invite Chaitanya sir and Anand sir once again to felicitate Bhargavi. And what an interesting fireside chat. So many new definitions and new perspectives that have come. Thank you, Farya, for taking your time out, and thank you, Bhargavi, for moderating the session so well. We'll just wait a moment where Chaitanya sir and Anand sir join us. So may we request you to please felicitate our moderator, Bhargavi. Let's have a huge applause for her, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. Bhargavi, can we request you to please take your seat in the audience? We have a few other felicitations to do. May I invite Geeta ma'am and Srinivas sir to join us on stage to felicitate Faria Abdullah. We request them to join. We request A.R. Srinivas sir, Geeta ma'am to join Anand sir and Chaitanya sir to felicitate Faria. Srinivas sir, please join us. We have a few other felicitations left, so we would really request you to please join us on stage. Yeah. One second. So we have a few other felicitations to go. We will now be felicitating the team that put up this event, so we will require 2 minutes of yours. Firstly, Najamuddin and Anandita, can we have you both on stage? Our request. Anand sir, Chaitanya sir, Srinivas sir and Geeta ma'am and Faria to felicitate them. So all the events and programs of HCSC are run by these two. The running around, taking care of nitty-gritties is done by them. So please let's have a huge applause for them, ladies and gentlemen. We'd now like to invite our volunteers, Parvati and Imran. Parvati and Imran, are you here? Parvati and Imran? Yes. Is Parvati here? Yeah. Parvati, please join us here. Come on, let's give it up for them. The entire seamlessness, the entire day is thanks because a few of them actually work day in, day out to make this happen. And after Parvati, we'd also like to felicitate Imon Chakraborty from Team Showboat. He's been a go-to person for a lot of things. Can you please give him a huge round of applause? Following this, we would also like to acknowledge our partners. Can we call upon Mohammad Asif Ji from KGN Xerox? Yes, can we please give it up for KGN Xerox, our partner for this event? Come on, we can do better than this. Everybody, put your hands together. This is the last leg of the event. So please, I would request you to kindly cheer for them. And may I also call upon Mind Map Consulting. Do we have somebody from Mind Map Consulting? Ma'am, please join us. Mind Map Consulting is joining us, and can we also have a shout out to Osmania University? Is there somebody from Osmania University? kidnapping are our knowledge partners. So thank you to the team for joining us and for agreeing to partner with us for this event. Our research partner, Osmania University. Our event partner, Showboat. Can we have Sandeep Sinha on stage, please? Sandeep Sinha? Yes. Showboat has been our events partner. Can we have a loud cheer for Showboat, ladies and gentlemen? And while Sandeep receives that small token of appreciation, I'd also like to call upon our food partner, F9. Do we have somebody from F9 who can join us here to receive their memento? Yes. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you to each one of you. Thank you, Faria, for being with us. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a delight to host you all for the first edition of the STREE Summit 2023. We come to the end of the event, but it's not the end of the day. We have an extremely talented band who are going to join us. We request you all to please stay with us, sing along, dance along, and let's end this day with a celebratory note. We look forward to seeing you soon. We look forward for your support, and we look forward for exchange of contribution and ideas. Thank you very much. My name is Shilpa. Have a great evening. Thank you very much.